We're talking about healing journeys, all these things, trying to make sure we're becoming the best versions of ourselves, right? Setting those boundaries with the people who, it doesn't matter. It could be a coworker, a family member, a friend. It doesn't matter, because we all have to have a point where we know what's enough. Whether it's, hey, I can't talk to you. I cannot be here for your mental health crisis because I'm not good with my mental health, and I got to take care of me first, right? I tell you, take care of you. You are the primary thing. If your cup is not full, you're not going to be able to help other people. And so you see, it's not necessarily telling other people a boundary, but it's also making sure that we love ourselves enough to set boundaries for ourselves. So like some examples of that with me, y'all know I have these platforms, things happen all the time, and I still run on a timer. I have a timer that's set to make sure that, you know, whatever I'm going to do, I do 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And when that timer goes up, it doesn't matter if I'm in the middle of posting the video. It goes to drafts, put down the phone, and move on to the next thing. Having ADD also makes that a little bit easier, but it's important for me to keep that boundary. You see, because what happens is then when you get caught up, then I'll get running behind, and then I'll be frustrated because I'm running behind, and then you blame yourself for being frustrated for running behind. And then for those of us who have physical disabilities, my body is angry, so I'm angry at my body because my body's angry. Literally, it's a cycle of insanity when we do that. And so setting those boundaries, even within ourselves, is the most important. You have to know when it's time to rest yourself. You have to know when it's enough taking from other people. If you're taking from other people and your cup isn't full, that will affect you negatively. And it's not a healthy trait to have. It's not so much toxic, but it is, because it has to do with your mind, body, spirit. And I tell you guys all the time, you're your best advocate. You have to stand for yourself. You have to be good with yourself, because it doesn't get any better than that. It takes a lot to get there, and I will give you that. So we want to make sure that we're focusing on that, making sure we're staying aligned, taking those breaths, doing meditations, whatever it is that you do. You have a higher deity, you pray. All of those things are factors that play into your well-being, your mind, body, spirit, filling your cup. And that way you can be there for people who do need you. Do not be scared to tell someone, hey, I get that you're going through a lot. However, right now I am too, and I got to look out for me or for my family or do what I have to do. Don't be scared to tell somebody that, because, you know, if they're in your circle and that offends them, then that means you should be reevaluating your circle. Because I tell y'all, right, check your circle. If they're not inspiring you, motivating you, wanting you to be the best version of yourself, compassionate, empathetic, that means you're not in a circle, you're in a cage. And when it gets to that point, they'll just keep feeding you what it is that you want to, what they want you to believe, right? Which part of that is fear. We talk about not mistaking fear for friends, right? And so you should have people in your circle that if you need to say that, you should be able to say that, and they should be able to understand, right? If not, you can keep it moving, right? Because you got to take care of you first, right? And with anything else, right? We're in a climate, we're in a season, we're going through things in this country, in this world, and you have to make sure, it is imperative. I tell y'all, it all boils back down to mental health. You have to make sure that you don't give up, but don't burn out. Do not allow yourself to burn out, because coming out of a burnout is far, far much work and energy than if you were just to rest for a few hours. All right? So remember, you're not alone. We're in it together, and I love you.